not in the cards for you.
Lucas?
Hello?
Lucas?
Yes.
Nia told me that she told you that she was 16. Are you a pedophile?
No, sir.
You sure? So I just did some Googling here. I typed in your name into the Google, and you did something 3 years ago with a barista at Starbucks?
No, sir. She was 23 5 years ago, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir. I would not intentionally do that, sir.
Okay, because, I mean, I'm looking here at the Kiwi Farms. I mean, you've got 1,000 some odd pages of you doing weird stuff. They're saying something about your niece.
No, sir. No, sir.
So what are you going to do now, Lucas?
Well, I'm in contact with the police department.
Thank you.
Why?
Because I'm trying to find why somebody would catfish me like this. He told me she was 22, sir.
You sure? Because, I mean, she told me, she said she was 16. But she said something about emancipation or something. I'm not sure what she was saying, but apparently she likes fat, sweaty hobo guys. I don't know what's going on here.
No, sir. No, sir. I am homeless, but I am not any kind of weird. I promise you, sir.
I mean, I'm not sure what I should do here. Because, I mean, you know, did you exchange any sexual conversations with Mia? What were your plans when you got to the Ritz-Carlton?
Well, she told me she was 22. I was planning on just having a conversation with her.
You flew across the country to have a conversation with an underage girl.
Well, no, sir. I'm not interested in that.
But you flew all the way across the country to have a conversation. You couldn't do that over the telephone.
Well, no, I flew from Washington State, sir. I flew to investigate somebody who sent me money to come to Los Angeles, who said she was 22 years old, and I had seen her Instagram channel. And I go to college, sir. I know what 18-year-olds look like, and she looked a slightly older than 18 to me. So I just came through on the idea that she posed a lot of money in order to get me to fly from Washington State to Los Angeles. I only came because she sent the money, and it seemed like a very expensive way to try to catfish somebody. And it seemed like she was a good person, and she, to me, looked like she was 22 years old, and that's what she said that she was.
Well, all I know is she spent $150 on a plane ticket, and then whatever, $50, $60 to get you from Orange County all the way downtown. Huh?
You did not deserve that. I apologize on her behalf. I had no idea that somebody would do this to me. I came here because she said that her father was a good man that worked in real estate and wanted to hire me, and she sent me this money basically to come to Los Angeles. And I came because that seemed like a lot of money in order to catfish somebody.
How much money? I'm still going through my credit card account here. How much money did she send you?
Well, it was a plane ticket for, I believe, $109.
Okay.
Or so.
And $109 is a lot of money.
It is for anybody, sir. So that's why I came down here, because I thought, well, that's a lot of money in order to try to strand somebody in Los Angeles.
What did she say? What did she say that you were going to be doing for me?
Tonight?
No.
She said that we were going to hook up at the Ritz-Carlton.
So not a conversation. You were going to have sex with my daughter.
I don't know. I hadn't planned on that.
You were checking into a hotel. You were checking into a hotel with a woman.
But she said that she was 22 years old, and I saw her Instagram channel, and she looked 22 years old. She sent me pictures of herself, and she looks 22 years old. So I came down here because everything seemed to check out just fine.
Was that a smart decision?
she looked like she was 22 years old. And she sent me money. I'm sorry anything bad happened to you, sir, but
why is a 40-year-old man asking for money from a 22-year-old woman?
I wasn't asking for money, sir. She posed this idea to me, and I was very skeptical at first. I thought it was unusual myself. But I decided to go on it because it was legal, and I was not trying to cause any problems. I was looking for... We were friends, and she sent me a plane ticket. So I thought, well, why not try to investigate this? She sent me a picture of herself, and she said her mother...
Was she clothed in this picture? Was she clothed in this picture, or was she naked?
Well, one of the pictures, she said she was naked, and she definitely doesn't look like a 16-year-old girl.
So you have child pornography on your telephone?
No, sir.
Lucas, I'm trying to figure out what to do with you. I am.
I would like to talk to the police because this is very unusual for me. She looks 22 years old. She told me she was 22 years old.
What are your plans for the evening tonight, Lucas? Lucas, if I call the police, where will the police be able to find you tonight?
Ritz Carlton.
Where are you staying? What room?
I'm not staying anywhere. She said that she was going to handle that.
Again, with my 16-year-old was getting...
I presumed that she had enough money to cover for this. I came down here on an airplane in order to meet a new friend.
In a hotel room in the middle of the night.
Yes, sir.
That's a weird place to meet a friend. You haven't heard of bars, restaurants?
No, it isn't. What you're saying is quite bigoted, sir.
Why is that bigoted?
She's 22 years old.
She's 16.
Sir, she told me, please calm down, that she was 22 years old. I am not trying to cause problems.
I mean, Lucas, all I know is that a guy that has hit on teenage girls is now talking to my teenage girl.
I have no interest in, sir. She said she was 22. She looks 22. She gave me a...
You're saying my 16-year-old daughter looks 22?
We have been through this, sir. I said that she was 22, sir. She said she was 22. It looks 22. I am not looking for problems, sir.
Well, you may have found one.
I just followed a lead on somebody that seemed to be a good Samaritan. Who looked old enough to know what she was doing. I did not come here for problems. I came here because what she had said. I'm sorry she stole your credit card if that's the case. But that was not my plan. I did not presume that she would do this. I did not presume that she would do something to me. Everything to me was that she was 22 years old. That is the evidence that she presented to me. That is what she told me.
So how are you going to get back to Washington?
I have no idea, sir. I only know that somebody sent me a plane ticket. And a plane ticket is expensive, and a very expensive way to catfish somebody and make them come to California. So I presume if she had the money to do that, she wouldn't spend the money just to catfish me. It seems very unusual for me that somebody would do this to me. Or to anyone. It seems very unusual to me. That's all I can say.
I mean, aren't you on parole? I'm just reading through this Kiwi Farms thing.
No, sir, I'm on probation for fighting bigotry in a park.
How are you fighting bigotry in a park?
Misogyny and racism, sir.
How are you fighting bigotry, misogyny, and racism in a park?
I I'm a friend of Black Lives Matter and somebody who does not like bigotry. I'm somebody who actively fights against bigotry from people.
So you're one of those folks that was out there burning down property?
Excuse me?
You're one of those folks that was out there burning down stuff?
Burning down stuff?
Like Black Lives Matter, they came through here, they rioted, they burned down one of my retail properties?
Excuse me? I'm not an arsonist. What are you talking about, sir?
Well, Black Lives Matter came out here and burned down one of my properties. Did you do that? Were you a part of that? Is that what you're about, sir?
What evidence do you have to present, sir?
You just said you're a member of Black Lives Matter.
Accusing me of something without evidence, sir.
Sir, I'm just asking a question. Lucas, I'm just asking you a question.
What evidence do you have, sir? What evidence do you have, sir? Why are you making accusations without evidence, sir?
Because you said that you were a member of Black Lives Matter, and the Black Lives Matter had a protest down here, and they burned down one of my properties.
That has nothing to do with me, sir. I'm not a part of Black Lives Matter. I was at a protest march with them because I was investigating it. I was looking at it because it was an interesting thing that happened in Spokane, kind of like a parade started, and I started looking at it because I'm left-wing, and I am interested in social justice issues. Racism has always upset me, sir. I'm a secular humanist, but bigotry has always upset me.
Saying here you're a communist of some sort.
I'm a friend to many people who are liberals, and we do not like bigotry, and we do not like hate. I went to that because I wanted to see what this big protest was about.
Well,
I don't like racism. I have black friends. I have Latin American friends. I don't want to see them hurt.
Well, we're a Republican family, son. We're a Republican, son. We are a Republican family. We don't. I'm saying here, you're a communist. We're a Republican family.
I'm a Democrat, sir.
I mean, Mia's a member of the Youth Republicans. Did she tell you that?
I'm not a foe of yours. I have a Republican friend, sir. I am not your enemy. I am simply on the other side of a political debate. I'm a Democrat, sir.
You're just one of those guys that came down here trying to. You're a friend of mine that's trying to fuck my underage daughter.
She promised me a new life, sir. She promised to help me find a new life, sir. And I went on it because we liberals tend to follow things that are based in hope. And she gave me hope, sir. Your daughter seemed like a very nice person.
She is. She shouldn't be at the Ritz-Carlton with a 40-year-old man.
If she's 22, it's none of your business, sir.
She's 16.
To me. Sir, your bigotry is out of hand.
My bigotry?
This is a hate crime. Do you understand how much trouble you are going to be in? You are going to go to jail, sir. Do you understand?
Why am I going to jail? You're the one trying to hook up with a 16-year-old girl.
She's 22, sir. Are you deaf, sir?
I think I would know her age better than you, sir.
I have your
Son.
phone number.
Son.
Sir, you are
Son.
participating in a hate crime. It's cyberbullying.
Son.
You're going to be investigated by the police. And you're going to go to jail. If something comes back to you, best be prepared. My parents know bail bondsmen and bounty hunters. We are friends of the police department. My parents were involved in local politics. Are you really sure you wanted to mess with me? You were going to be in some deep shit, sir.
Son, you're the one trying to fuck a 16-year-old girl.
You're in deep shit. You're in deep shit. I said that she was 22. She said she was 22. And I came down here on the fact that she said that she was 22.
So that means you can meet my daughter at the Ritz-Carlton and have sex with her. She can say,
deep shit, sir.
I'm in deep shit.
You're participating in a hate crime.
What hate crime am I participating in, to be honest?
Age phobia. You are a bigot, sir.
I'm a bigot.
The police will have your phone number and try to understand what is going on based on what your daughter said. What you're telling me is that you are a bigot, sir. That is a hate crime.
For not letting you fuck a 16-year-old girl. That's a hate crime.
I am not interested in that. How many times I gotta tell you, you deaf fuck? I said she was 22, moron. You Trump anti-fucking retard. Wake up. You are a participant in a hate crime. You're gonna go to prison, sir.
I'm pretty sure that,
I'm pretty sure you're retarded, sir. If you think that you're not, you're gonna be pleasantly unsurprised. Not. You're gonna be very pissed off because you are a participant in a hate crime, sir. You set this up, just admit it, and this is your fault. You are a bigot, sir. You have perpetuated a hate crime against me. You're gonna go to jail, sir.
Well, Lucas, that's not in the cards either.
Sir, wake up. You are a participant in a hate crime, a cyberbullying effort.
Lucas.
The FBI could investigate you. Are you really sure you want to be against me? The best thing we can do is try to work together to try to figure out what your daughter did. Because she broke the law. If that is truly the case, then we should all sit down with the Los Angeles Police Department and hash this out like adults. I do not want to see you in trouble. I do not want to be in trouble. As long as we pose this rationally to the police department, then none of us are going to be in trouble. I would invite you to come down here to the police department because I'm trying to get a hold of them. I talked to the police already tonight. This is clearly a hate crime. We better just solve this like adults and put political differences aside on this one. This is not a political issue, sir. This is a matter of somebody using your credit card in order to con a man to come in on an airplane down to California. We need to handle this like adults.
Lucas, I'll be back in touch.
Thank you, sir. I am not trying to be a problem for you. I feel that we can reach across the aisle on this.
All right.
Thank you.
You're scaring the hell out of me, man. Everything that I do good, I try to do good. You're scaring the hell out of me, man. Everything that I do good, I try to do good.